So that's what you do on the daily? You just be on the phone and all the time?
No, listen, I'm actually handling another interview. Stop! Like, people look at me and be like, what's going on? I'm like, yo, I'm always, my friend I'm supposed to be here at this party for Labor Day, and obviously I'm doing the interview. He's like, dude, who else is working on the day off? I'm like, me.
Hey, how y'all doing? We here for another interview of the Walk Fashion Magazine. We out here today in Atlanta, and we got your boy Reginald here. What's up, Reginald? Speak your mind.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Reginald Johnson, aka RJ Nathaniel, stage name. Originally hailing from Inglewood, New Jersey, by way of Greensboro, North Carolina. Graduate from North Carolina A&T State University, theater degree. Pursued this career in dance, man, for about 3 years. Been here in Atlanta. Signed to Dance 411, which is not signed to Dance 411. I'm signed to 411 South Talent Agency here in Atlanta, Georgia, pursuing my career in dance.
Okay. So before you got to Atlanta, before it all started, what inspired you to start, where you got to today, like to start your whole journey?
Okay, that's an interesting question because I had no idea. I graduated from Dudley High School, which was like, anybody who knows Greensboro, the high school is right down the street from the university, North Carolina A&T. And so when I was in high school, my drama professor is the one who inspired me to even become a theater major. I was trying to pursue something, I think, in journalism and mass communication. And I had won an award in high school for Best Actor at a play festival. And she said, when you graduate, you're gonna be a theater major. So she literally came to my orientation in college and changed my major over to theater. And so from there, you had a kind of development of my art and my craft through theater. We got music.
All right. So let's get a little emotional.
Okay.
How did it feel that first time you stepped on the stage at a live performance, and it was that moment where it was like, I'm really stepping on stage right now, and I'm a professional? Maybe that moment with Jacquees, maybe a couple, any moment.
Oh my God!
That first moment.
Because I told you guys I'm inspired by everything, so it's always that moment. Like, it's always that moment. I'm not even kidding. Like, I remember I was 8 years old actually, and this was a professional gig. Like, so let's go back to the beginning to answer that question. I started off dancing professionally, training as a classical ballet dancer. Okay, there was a guy named John Dennis who had a company, Greensboro Ballet. Him and his wife, premier dance studio, professional training classical ballet form in Greensboro, North Carolina. They came to the projects where I was living, John Dennis did, and they were looking for male dancers to be in their production of the Nutcracker. What is the Nutcracker to an 8-year-old black boy in the projects? I don't know, but all my other friends backed out, like, this is gay, blah, 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 we don't want to be a part of this. They ran, and I was the only one there left standing with this Caucasian man teaching me ballet, which I didn't even know was ballet at the time until they pulled out the tights and the dance belt, and I was like, yo, what am I doing? But something in me stayed, and I stayed until I was 16 years old, and I trained from the time I was 8 to 16 as a professional classical ballet dancer. And the first time I hit the stage, I was a cook, one of the cook boys, one of the Mother Ginger cook boys in the production of the Nutcracker. And if you don't know, if you're not familiar with that, Mother Ginger is this big woman who has like 8 kids underneath her dress, and when she lifts her dress out, all these kids come dancing out of her dress. So I was one of those kids. And it was at the War Memorial Auditorium in Greensboro, North Carolina. So for me, again, I'm this black boy from the projects, 8 years old, and I'm performing in front of all of these elite people who have businesses and just very established in the arts and just rich and everything. And there I am on stage dancing ballet. Again, there's no speaking, there's no beat, there's no hip hop. It's literally, you know, classical music. And that was the first experience for me. Mr. United States, that platform allowed me to, excuse me. That platform allowed me to see very clearly where I am in my life and where I want to go. And it's a very clear vision that's rooted in honesty, truth, and happiness. Like, if I can't have those things, then it's like, what are we living for? Like, you know what I mean? You could be out dancing with Jacquees and dancing for Diddy and Missy and doing all these films and amazing things that I'm doing. But at the end of the day, if I'm not satisfied in who I am and not genuinely happy, then what life am I living? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it doesn't serve yourself well, and it doesn't serve the world, which, you know, takes me to this quote by Marianne Williamson, which is something I really honestly live my life by. And she says, you know, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is we are powerful beyond measure. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, talented, gorgeous, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and you're serving small.
All right, man. I appreciate the interview, but this is a fashion magazine,
Right.
So, what inspires your fashion? Is it? Do you get your fashion from your dance world, or did you bring your funk from your childhood all the way up to now?
That was a good question. What inspires my fashion? I feel like it's always been a part of me, and that's the honest to God truth. I've always been very weird and out of the box. And I think over the time I've kind of brought that weirdness in to a certain extent. But
I mean, look, you got the hat on right now.
Yeah, you know, this
then the
like,
chain.
When I say it's,
you know,
it's a little bit more contained. It's a little bit more clean and like simplistic, but I'm very fashion forward when it comes to. I love thrift stores. I love African culture. In my experience in traveling abroad, going and seeing different things when it comes to like other countries and other cultures, I see things that stick out to me as far as like textures and prints and just cuts and stitching. I'm just inspired by everything, and I kind of piece together a lot of influences from other cultures and create my own voice and medium in fashion.
Favorite designer?
Favorite designer? I don't have one. I honestly don't have a favorite designer.
So you are going along with a lot of the wave today. A lot of people are like picking up stuff from thrift stores or just finding their own fashion and what they see.
It's really difficult to answer this because it's no one set thing with me. You know what I mean? I'm somebody that picks up pieces, and those pieces is what creates the overall masterpiece in the end, which is gonna be my outfit. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be a masterpiece, but it's not like I thrift an entire look or I Louis Vuitton and H&M, Urban that, and I create the whole look. It's literally like, oh, I saw them dope sneakers from Ross for $7. And then I was in the thrift store and I picked up this dope jacket. And while I was in Nigeria, I had this guy tailor these pants for me. And this hat is from Urban. You know what I mean? There's the design, there's the look, there's my fashion. And it literally is this, again, it's a voice of many different mediums brought together to create one. That is honestly the best way that I can kind of explain my fashion sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because one day I look like something, and the next day you be like, wait, you look like somebody else. Like, and it's just constantly developing. But people always look at me and can tell that I'm somewhat an artist or in some area of fashion just by the way I dress and how I carry myself too. So
Okay.
yeah.